The government just took my food stamps.
I can't go to jail, Mom.
Just signed a executive order.
What even is life?
And they shut me off on all of them.
The government has made huge cuts to welfare and food stamps in 2025. It's so crazy out here. Let's get to it.
Now, y'all, this is fresh, hot off the press. For y'all that's on Section 8, Trump said no more. An executive order has been put in to throw you off. I'm glad I let mine go. Ow! I'm glad I let mine go because you know what? I always had the mindset when it came to the government. And I know that they could take this shit at any given time. And I know a lot of people get comfortable. You cannot get comfortable when it comes to government assistance. I remember back when my daughter when she was born, she had a lung disease. She had pulmonary hypertension. She was getting SSI. And there was people that would tell me, lady, why is you still working? You know, your daughter getting a check, blase, blase, blase. Because they could take that shit at any given time. I never sat there and got comfortable with government assistance because I know the government could take that at any given moment. So y'all that's on government assistance, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, he working. He out here working. We can't say he ain't doing that. He working.
Now, before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well if you want to see more content like this. And when we get into it, honestly, there is a lot of people that genuinely need support from the government. Let's call it what it is. But in the other end, there's so many people that truly take advantage of the system, guys. There's so much food stamps and welfare fraud in America right now. And basically this system was created to minimize it. They're trying to make as many cuts as they can to put more money into taxpayers' pockets, guys. There's so much money. Let me know in the comment section, am I the only one? All right, when I see my check and I see all these taxes coming out, luckily I got the YouTube thing, right? The business, I can do business expenses or whatever the case is. But as a whole, when I see all those taxes come out of my check, it is deflating. It's crazy. It's crazy to even think about.
Put up by yourself.
Okay, I'm 30 years old. I have 4 kids, and I've been on welfare for 12 years.
Do you live in government housing?
Yes, since I was 18, but they put me out because I didn't report my boyfriend living there with me.
Are you employed?
No.
How do you feel about that?
I'm comfortable with it, and I feel like I don't need to look for one because I get a check from the government every month.
How much do you collect in benefits?
I get $780 in food stamps, $500 in tennis, and I get Medicaid and WIC.
So I just got my food stamp letter regarding my cash assistance and my disability because somebody reported me and they denied me for all of it. So me and my kids were getting disability. I was getting cash assistance and I was also getting food stamps. And they shut me off on all of them. I did an appeal. I just got my letter. So with this new 2025 food stamp that Trump is trying to pass or is passed, if you are an able-bodied person, you have to go get a job. If you want food stamps, you have to go get a job. So I either have to go get a job or I lose my food stamps. But if I go get a job and start making money, then my disability, it gets canceled. So how does that work? Because I was on food stamps, I was on cash assistance, and I was on disability. Me and my kids. What I make should not matter for my kids' disability. Am I right or am I wrong about that? And my TikTok income is not considered a real job. I have to go get a real job if I want to keep my food stamp. But then I will lose disability if I get that job. Help me out, state of Michigan.
So you're making money from TikTok, huh? I mean, I know video creators make a lot of money out here. So if you need those food stamps as bad as you need, you gotta go get a job, all right? Now let's call it what it is. Who knows how many kids she got? Who knows her financial situation? But at the end of the day, if you truly need the support, you're going to do whatever it takes to get the support, guys. There's so many families out here that genuinely need the support. And I don't know. Let me know. She's on TikTok. She's making money already. She's good from first glance, guys. So if I'm out of touch and I'm reaching, let me know in the comment section below, guys. But she looks like she can go back to work unless she got some kind of disability or there's some other underlying conditions, guys. But there are a lot of people that are doing the same exact thing.
I can't go to jail, Mom.
I understand.
So,
Destiny, you have to go. I don't know what's going on, but you can't fight it. Yeah,
On September 13th, 2024, a woman named Destiny Harris gets a knock on her door from police with a warrant for her arrest for unemployment fraud that she allegedly committed 4 years ago. As for Destiny Harris, she allegedly told the detectives that she did not file as she was working full-time, but after police accessed her bank records, it was found that she had received $19,975. Harris scheduled to meet with the detective on January 2023 but failed to show. She was contacted several times after and the phone would go straight to voicemail. A letter was then sent to her listed address, however the letter was returned as undeliverable. But Destiny failed to realize that due to this her case remained active and eventually police would come knocking.
there. Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
Destiny?
What's going on?
Are you Destiny?
We have a couple people here.
Okay,
Can I ask the inquiry? I'm not the residential owner. Something going on?
are you Destiny?
No, ma'am.
Okay, can I speak with Destiny, please?
May I ask what it's regarding? Casper, quiet. May I ask what it's regarding, please?
Are you Destiny?
Can I inquire, like, what it's for, and then I can make a consensus, if you don't mind?
I'm asking you if you're Destiny.
So Trump is supposedly changing the requirements to qualify for EBT, Section 8, and welfare. So if you are on these things or trying to get on these things, Trump is requiring you to work at least 30 hours a week to maintain or qualify for these assistances. This is one of those changes that he's making that I don't think I'm upset with, because a lot of people use these assistances as crutches because they know that they can rely on this and don't have to do anything or do the bare minimum. So he's kind of pulling that crutch away from them and taking that dependency away from them. So I don't think I'm mad with this one. But if you're one of those that I'm talking about that know that they get this and they're lazy as hell and they voted for him, don't you dare complain, because this is who you voted for. This is who you...
Yeah, and there's genuinely people out here that work, already have a job, and they genuinely need the support for their family. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here that's taking advantage of the system, so they can't truly get the support they need. Single mothers out here, single fathers out here, single mothers with 5, 6, 10 kids out here. They got 10 kids and they got to work and they can't afford to get groceries. There are people out here that really need support.
What even is life? I don't understand it. I'm stuck. I don't want to leave my kids. It's just hard. Bitch, I'm tired. Why? Because I work 2 jobs and I can't eat. I can't buy food. The government just took my food stamps. They said I make $2,000 a month. Girl, bye. No. Bitch, where did you hear that? Wrong. Because I'd like you to find the Gabby that makes that money and tell her to give me my check that she's been stealing from me. I want you to find the bitch with the same social security number as me and tell that bitch to stop stealing my information. Who the fuck robbed me? I sure as hell don't make that money.
Day 8 of working for the food stamp office from home. Just got off my first call. And I'm like, hi, what you calling for? He wants to know why his food stamps are turned off. I see that we sent him a letter like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, well, sir, did you receive the letter? And he goes, yeah. And I said, what does it say? He said, I can't read. Long story short, he cussed me the fuck out and told me he'd be on his way out to steal something if we couldn't get his stuff turned on today. I think I'm gonna like this job.
Yeah, I mean, the economy is not getting any better as well. So on top of that, the economy is getting worse. And then now you don't have any kind of assistance. Listen, I completely understand. But hey, no matter which side, and I know I see a lot of people that they comment, talk about, oh, you should have voted on the other end. No matter which side you vote, it doesn't matter. You just have to weigh out the benefits. So I'm seeing a lot of people that were on welfare and Medicaid and all these food stamps and things like that. And they voted for, you know, the person that talked about cutting it. So you have to be informed on all these things. I'm not a super political guy. I'm just laid out like that. I don't care about which side. I just want to have much money in my pockets as possible. And I want to be able to buy a house. That's all I care about right now. All right. So whoever can do that for me, that is what it is. I don't know. Let's just get it done. But at the end of the day, guys, this fraud and all this taking advantage of the system, we're paying so much money in taxes. It's got to come down.
Listen, if you have food stamps that my tax dollars are paying for, good. I'm glad. Because guess what? I've been that mom. I've been that mom that needed food stamps to feed my kids. I've been that mom that rationed out money that I got on the 4th of every month to make sure that me and my kids were fed for the whole month. I've been the mom that needed that help. And luckily, I've been blessed in this life now to where I don't need that help anymore. But let me just tell you, I saw a video on here a couple days ago, and the lady started the video with, it's EBT day. And she goes to Walmart and she shows everything that she puts in the cart. She buys snacks for her babies. She buys formula. She buys stuff for dinners. She does buy some sweets. And people were coming for her neck in the comments. Oh, glad my tax dollars could buy you candy. You didn't even buy food, you bought junk. Way to clear all the formula off the shelf. Y'all, be so for real. In the world we live in, be grateful that you have the means to pay the tax dollars that helps someone else and you don't need that help yourself. And you might want to humble yourself because your situation could change very quickly. And you could be the next one looking forward to EBT day so that you can buy some groceries for yourself and your kids. So in conclusion, stop being a judgmental prick, be grateful for what you have, and stop looking down on others that may not have as much as you. And be grateful that your tax dollars are helping put food in a child's mouth. I said what I said.
Oh my fucking God, y'all. They say that just signed a executive order to stop housing assistance. That means if you pay zero rent, you won't pay zero rent. You're going to be paying rent. President Trump just signed an executive order that we could no longer have free housing assistance. You can no longer have subsidized housing. You can no longer have Section 8. You can no longer get any assistance. What have y'all done? And oh, this is terrible. You can no longer get Section 8. You can no longer get housing assistance, and you can no longer get subsidized housing and zero rent. President Trump signed an executive order.
No, it's not that you can no longer get it, guys. And I know that's what a lot of people are going to take that as. It's not that you can't get it. You just got to meet the qualifications. You can't be out here just sitting around and doing nothing if you can still work, guys. So that's all it is. Take away everything else and let's talk about exactly what the situation is.
So now if you work and you can get food stamps, it's a certain amount of hours that you have to qualify for. But now if you have a job, you can get food stamps. See, Trump know what he's doing. He got a lot of shit going on. He know how to rock it up. He know how to just make. Now, I'm not mad at it. Now, I'm not mad at it because we've been asking for food stamps just because we're in a working household. That does not mean, everyone should be qualified for food stamps. And this is good for people that is working because they do help out. So I'm not mad about it. But it's like he know what to do. And that's the thing when he be doing them stimmies. He likes to throw us a shut the fuck up. Don't look. Be blind to what I got going on. This is that don't look, be blind. Now he's allowing food stamps. Trump is giving workers food stamps. And I'm not mad at it. But I know what it is. That's a stimmy. You're telling us that you want us to be blind. And we're not blind. We're not blind. Because it used to be once you start working, and now that we found out you're working, we take it from you. But now he's trying to give it back. I'm not complaining, but I know what you're doing. But I'll still take it. Thank you.
So I'm a low-income girly. I've been on food stamps on and off for the better part of like 6 years. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 20, so I'm 26 now. So I've been on food stamps for about that long. Tell me why. I just got this fucking letter in the mail, and I haven't been on food stamps for about 6 months because I got a new job like 5-6 months ago and I knew I wasn't gonna qualify. Tell me why I got this fucking letter saying that I owe food stamps $2,095. What the fuck? They also don't give any options for like payment plans on here, or they didn't tell me why. They were just like, oh, just pay this balance or it's gonna get taken out of your next year's tax return. Bitch, the fuck? And the letter came from the collection agency, the government collection agency of food stamps. Like, they have their own collection agency. Also, how evil do you have to be to work that job? Like, I just wanna know. Like, most people who have food stamps are not like well off enough to even be paying $2,000. Like, most of them don't have $2,000 in their bank account. I know I sure as hell don't. Like, since when did food stamps become a loaning service? Since when do I have to pay this shit back? Like, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that I've gotten that much in food stamps. Sorry, my ring light died. They're making me pay back like the whole thing with almost no explanation. And like, they were supposed to apparently send me a letter because I looked at this up on Reddit to see if it had happened to anyone else. They were supposed to send me a letter about a hearing and all this stuff where I could appeal this. I didn't get any of that shit. I didn't get any of that in the mail. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. And before anyone wants to say shit, no, I did not falsify anything on my food stamps applications. I gave all my information to them. Obviously, I didn't once I was done with my food stamps and couldn't qualify for them anymore. Obviously, I wasn't telling them about like the jobs I was working then, but because I was done with the program. But like while I was on food stamps, I reported all my income. I did everything right. So yeah, I'm fucking livid right now, obviously.
Woo, $2,000 she got to pay back just from what she's got in the past. That's crazy. Now let me know in the comment section, is there people that's really got to pay back this amount in food stamps? Are they going back and having to repay it? Or is this just something that they're just shutting it off? This is my first time seeing that. It's crazy out here, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all make sure y'all doing the right thing. And in her video, in her sense, she said she didn't falsify anything. So it's technically not really fraud. I mean, who knows what she really did and why they making her go back and repay it. Hopefully she can go back and testify and prove that she didn't actually get the money so she don't have to pay it. But at the end of the day, listen, this is a lot of people's case. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they do have to repay it. If she actually does have to make the payments back, that's a lot of money. So most people, when you think about it, they don't really have that kind of money just sitting around. Neither did they have a payment plan. So in her case, she got to find a way to make up the money. Just come up with the money. If she get a loan or have to sell something or whatever the case is, however, she got to come up with the money. She got to come up with the money, guys. But at the end of the day, listen, I grew up around Section 8, food stamps. I was around this almost my entire life. I've seen it almost every day of my life for the most part, guys. And when it comes down to it, listen, there are genuinely people that need this kind of assistance. There are everywhere. There's so many people that need it, but there are so many people that take advantage of the system. And at the end of the day, this is a very unfortunate situation, but it's all a part of a bigger plan. And we just got to sit out and ride out. This is only, at the end of the day, this is only the beginning. All right. So it's about to be a long 4 years. And I don't know no matter who you voted for, listen, we're here now. And we just gotta put our seatbelt on and brace for the ride. All right. So, hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check out this video right here or right here. If you enjoy this type of content, I'll see y'all next video. We out. Let's go.